Sound check. Okay na po. Hello, mic check, mic check, mic check. Hello, hello, hello. Okay na po.
Pero mag-usap kayo. Magawi po kayo dito sa Hoop Spirit Basketball Court dahil sa 3 larong handog namin sa inyo dito sa Manuel L. Quezon Athletic Association Intercollegiate Basketball League sa aming triple header for this Saturday afternoon. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po kasama si Sheska Botin. Hahatid ang aksyon sa inyo kahit saan naroon kayo ngayong araw na ito. And for our first game, we have the MCU Supremos battling against the UST Growling Tigers, and this is a crucial one for MCU dahil pag nanalo po sila dito, they will solidify their place atop our standings. And let's talk about the MCU Supremos for the first game of this triple header. They won against the University of Batangas Brahman 64-58 last July 16, and they really shot well on the field. 46% area, 47% performance. They dominated the paint 42-30, and they rebounded UB 46-31. And Cheska, kamusta naman ang naging usapan ninyo sa kampo ng MCU Supremos kanina?
Ang sabi ni Coach Ian Rosella, they had a tune-up yesterday against Bastidao. And for their preparation, there's nothing really new. They go on with their usual routine. And lastly, ang sabi ni Coach Ian is he always hopes that the team will do better and better kasi there's always a room for improvement.
Tingnan natin kung matututo nga, mapapractice pa nila yung kanilang natutunan sa kanilang tune-up kahapon dito sa larong ito against UST. Speaking of UST, nung Wednesday ay nanalo ang UST Growling Tigers against the Adamson Soaring Falcons 78-56. They lord it over sa field goals, 42% against Adamson's 30%, and they won the battle in the paint 36-24, and they forced Adamson to commit 9 turnovers. Cheska, anong napag-usapan nyo kanina ng mga players at ni Coach Japs Kuwan ng UST?
Ayun nga sabi ni Coach Japs Kuwan kanina, right now wala daw si Jason Suba, which is one of the team players in his team dahil he's also preparing for a league in South Korea. And for the preparation of their team, ang sabi ni Coach Japs, they didn't really have enough time of preparation dahil medyo madulas daw ang court sa UST. Pero despite that, Coach Japs still hopes na maayos pa rin ang performance na ipapakita ng team niya ngayon. And lastly, ang sabi pa ni Coach Japs is it's really all about the performance and the experience, gaining new lessons every game they do.
Tingnan natin how that absence from Jason Subak can affect the performance today of UST for this crucial matchup against MCU Supremos. And let's now turn it over to our brand new announcer for the starting lineup.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome you here at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court at Mqaa-Icbl, Quezon City, and welcome to our Saturday triple header for the Mqaa-Icbl 2025, presented to you by South Republic and Risk Cartel. For today's first game, it's the MCU Supremos going up against the UST Growling Tigers. And now let's call out the starters, beginning with the MCU Supremos. Starting at point guard, number 8, Rafael Perhis. Shooting guard, number 22, Daniel Santelices. Forward, number 1, John Guevara. Power forward, number 5, Sean General. And at center, number 18, Odinaba Onyigiri. And the head coach for the MCU Supremos is Ian Rosella, assisted by Ian Mazo, Ron Cruz, and RJ Guevara. And now let's call out the starting five for the UST Growling Tigers. Starting point guard, number 6, Brian Tang. Two guard, number 22, Alejandro Melasio. Forward, number 14, James Sumamos. Power forward, number 44, Basti Jacob. And the man at the middle, number 0, Peter Osang. The UST Growling Tigers head coach is Japs Kuwan. Officials of this ball game, crew chief is Oliver Angeles, umpire 1.
Our starting five, MCU going with the fiery backcourt, Rafael Perez and Daniel Santelices. Man in the middle, Promise Onyegiri, and Guevara and Sean General rounds up the starters by Brian Teng and Jun Melesio. Starting for UST, Peter Osang matchup with Promise Onyegiri, something to watch out for. MCU gets first crack in John Guevara. Scoring on that shot, too strong. Wild Teng orchestrating the play, finding James Humawas again. Too strong on that back shot, missing point blank range for UST. Still scoreless tie for both teams. Less than a minute gone by in our opening quarter. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po naghatid ng aksyon sa inyo kasama si Shaz Cabotin. Turnaround shot for Promise Onyegiri. Nothing there. And UST now on offense. Jun Melesio starting for Coach Japs Kuwan. Bastiakov finding Tang inside. He was clobbered underneath by John Guevara, who would commit his first foul. Tandaan po natin, crucial itong larong ito para sa UMCU because a win can solidify their place on top of their standings as Brian Teng sinks the first free throw. Para naman sa UST, may pagkakataon din silang maagaw yung top spot na yan kung mananalo sila against MCU today as Brian Teng goes 2 out of 2 on the trip to the line, scoring 2-0 for UST. John Guevara gives it to Onyegiri against Peter Osang. Fall away, no good. Bastiakov grabs the rebound for UST. 8:43 remaining in the first. Peter Osang driving. And he will be called for the push-off. Nilabas yung kanyang siko while driving against Promise Onyegiri. His first personal foul for Peter Osang. Again, offense para naman sa MCU. Sean General gives it to Rafael Perhis. Drives. And the floater will go to tie things up. 4-2 all. Peter Osang escaping but can't get the shot to go. John Guevara going all the way but missing. And there is a foul. Rather out of bounds. Last touch. MCU. 7:50 remaining in the first. Humawa sliced him through the middle. Couldn't get it to go from his strong side. Still a UST ball. 7:38 remaining. 13 seconds on the shot clock for the Growling Tigers. Peter Osang against Promise Onyegiri. Powering his way inside, scoring. First 2 points for Peter Osang, making it 4-2. UST on top. MCU now on offense. Peter Osang will go all the way with that steal. Back-to-back baskets for Peter Osang. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, one player to watch out for today's game for UST is Peter Osang. 6-2, 4-point lead for UST. 7 minutes remaining. General fall away and he will score. 6-4. Still UST on top. Wild Seng taking the long shot, missing. General secures the rebound for MCU. Forward pass. Santelices missing badly, but precious Onyegiri. Perhis using the Onyegiri screen. Onyegiri couldn't handle the rock, and he will foul Wild Seng in the process. Coach Ian Racela livid on the sidelines after that failed play, resulting bad shot and a turnover for the Supremos. 6:25 remaining in the first. UST on offense. Jun Melesio calling out the play. Bastia Cobb. 9 seconds to work with. Melesio. Yo-yo shot will trickle in. You know what Melesio can do in last 2 games. He scored 22 points, and Basti Jacob will create a turnover for MCU out of bounds on that play. JM Katubag together with MJ Hoson now being fielded in here by Coach Ian Racela for MCU. Onyegiri sitting down together with Rafael Perhis. UST meanwhile on offense. Basti Jacob on top gives it to Melesio. You want to go to Peter Osang, but Peter Osang is being denied. 3 seconds to shoot. Melesio too strong with that 3-point shot attempt. General against Melesio, spinning against 3 yellow shirts inside. Hoson trying to calm the troops. 13 seconds to work with. Katubag. Santelices from way down south, short. Peter Osang grabbing the board. Kumbawas kicks it out. And Melesio will run out of space from the corner. Turns the ball over to MCU. 5 minutes and change remaining. Binabati natin ating presenters, Inasal Republic and Risk Cartel, together with our founder, Congressman Arjo Atayde. Kamusta rin po sa mga taga 1st District of Quezon City. Sa lahat po ng nanonood, hindi lang sa Quezon City, sa buong Pilipinas, ng Mqaa-Icbl. Back in action. Bench C, pinasok na rin ni Coach Ian Racela together with Nick Baluyot. Ismael Rimo goes to his left. Katubag will try his hand for a long shot. Nothing there. Kurt Labut. Pinasok na rin ni Coach Japs Kuan for UST. 4:33 remaining in the first. Bangko. Muralao directing plays for UST. 6 seconds to work with. Kurt Labut, does he know it? 1 second. Alao puts it up. And lucky shot there by Prince Alaw. 11-4 now for UST. Tough break there for MCU. Ben C working his way inside at the post against Banco. And he will lose the handle. Another turnover for MCU. Seven-point lead for UST with 3:45 remaining in the first. Tumawas going to his left, kicks it out to Banco, goes for a three. Hits the side iron, bench C for the rebound for MCU. MJ Hoson orchestrating the play, Benchi providing the shield. Hoson. Baluyot corner three, too wide. Alaw, scoop pass to Laput, who goes all the way, missing the shot. Can't get it to go. Baluyot now. Gives it to MJ Hoson. Three-point shot. Again, can't buy a bucket for MCU with 3 minutes and change in the opening quarter. Quick pass inside. Banco, heard shot there. MJ Hoson facilitating now for MCU. Hoson surveying the field. Gives it to Ismael Rimo. Baluyot gives it to Katubag, one-hander. Short. UST upping the pace now. Moralaw gives it to Peter Osang, who's free inside. Defense there inside by MCU, caught napping, which led to Coach Ian Racela calling a timeout. They're trailing 13-4 against USC. And we're back here at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court at the heart of Mqaa-Icbl, Quezon City. First game of our triple header for today, MCU Supremos against UST, and Ismael Rimo taking it too strong in the hoop, and he will score. Good timeout there for Coach Ian. May resulta kagad. And speaking of resulta, tingnan natin ang report ngayon ni Cheska Borin. Cheska.
Clash of Titans here on the court as two of the MQA's top teams standing go head-to-head. Before the tip-off, I had a quick chat with the players of Manila Central University. Ayon sa kanila, hindi sila kumpleto sa laban ngayon. Apat sa kanilang key players na sina Simbulan, De La Cruz, Garcia at si Gabiata naman ay wala due to injuries. But despite that, they're still counting on their remaining key players to step up na sina Baluyot, Hoson at Guevara. Kaya't malaking hamon nito para sa MCU at titignan natin kung paano sila lalaban ngayong kulang sa manpower. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin, with that report on MCU Supremos. Today is a high-stakes game for this team. Dahil nga, they must win this game against UST to solidify their hold on top of the standings. And Ismael Rimo, good cut underneath. 4 points now for Ismael Rimo. 7-point lead steal by UST, 15-8. Banco forces his way against Benj C, who will be called for a foul. First personal for Benj C. Ralph Tseng will check back in favor of Alejandro Melesio Jr. Lorenzo Banco at the line for 2 free throws since the first. Banco checks in place of Peter Osang, who's resting on the bench. Second free throw is good. Ochi and Rosella making some adjustments here with 1:12 remaining in the first. They're trailing by 9 points. MJ Hoson ball away, in and out bench. See offensive rebound and he will clean up the mess. (17-10). Still Steve Bastialco free to take the three. That's short. MCU running and Nick Paluyot misses the shot. Still MCU collecting the second chance opportunity, and Benj C scoring back-to-back baskets. 5 na lamang po ang kalamangan ng UST, 17-12. Muralao gives it to Kurt Laput, fires from way beyond and he will score. Hoson gives it up to close the first quarter, and that would be it. UST ending the first quarter on a strong note. Bit-bit ang 8 puntos na kalabangan, 20-12. We'll be back for the second quarter. We are back here at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court at the heart of Mqaa-Icbl, Quezon City for this triple header Saturday of the Manuel L. Quezon Athletic Association Intercollegiate Basketball League. First game, MCU against UST. Pinabati natin si Mary Joy Reyes. Siya'y taga-suporta ni John Dominic Guevara ng MCU. MCU now trailing by 8 points. Humawas, second chance opportunity. JM Katsubag will be called for a foul on that rebound play against Peter Osang. The woes of MCU continues. Ochi and Rosella being warned for resentment to a call. Probably frustrated by how the team is performing right now. Laput, pull up, no good. Peter Osang collecting the offensive rebound. Put back, no go. Ralph Tseng trying to save the rock. He will turn the ball over to the MCU Supremos with 9:20 left. Here in the second quarter, De La Cruz. Katubag up top against Peter Osang. Perhis goes to his left, almost losing the handle. Guevara, 4 seconds to work with, driving. He will fall short on that shot. UST now running. Humawas gives it to Laput, who's free for the layup. 5 straight points for Kurt Laput since that late 3-point shot to close the first quarter, making it a 10-point lead for UST, 22-12. Perhis inside. Wayne Tulayan, first 2 points. And that will be a turnover. Peter Osang, second guessing his move inside, commits that turnover. Good chance here for MCU to inch their way closer. They trail by 8 points. Mqaa-Icbl checks back in for Kurt Laput. Quality minutes here for Kurt Laput. So far, 8:07 left in the second. Perhis wants to go to De La Cruz. Medyo sarado ang depensa ng UST. Guevara against Osang. Osang secures the board. UST now running on offense. Brian Teng will go all the way, but De La Cruz was there to smother that shot. Good transition defense by MCU, denying UST to score on that fast break opportunity. 7:50 remaining in the second quarter. Alaw gives it to Teng, hands it up to Alaw for that difficult 3-point shot. De La Cruz against Banco. Alaw will be called for a warning for faking a foul. That's Lorenzo Banco who committed the foul against Francis De La Cruz. Pareho kasing number 13. Francis De La Cruz scoring on that first free throw. Two out of two on the trip to the line for Francis De La Cruz. Trimming the UST lead to just 6 points. Bawas. Short on that layup. Guevara executing for MCU. Corner three, Francis De La Cruz. Too strong. Melesio against Guevara. And ball is stolen. Rafael Perhis. 3-point shot is short. Peter Osang secures the board for UST. Alaw using that Osang screen for a 3-point shot, and he will score. Alaw, second 3 off for this game. 8 points now for the guard of UST, 25-16. De La Cruz again firing from way beyond. Can get it to go. Guevara, 7 seconds to work with against Alaw. Threes won't go for John Guevara. Medyo maasim-asim ngayon ang outside shooting ng MCU. Humawas. Nabitawan ng bola while driving. Balik sa MC ang bola. Rafael Perhis against Peter Osang, and Alaw losing the handle. Osang in the middle will give it to Alejandro Melesio. Difficult shot won't go. Second chance opportunity. An end one play in the offing for June Melesio. Pure hustle for UST. They have an 11-point lead now. June Melesio, good start for this game. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. 27-16. Alessio missing the bonus free throw. Some confusion here. That's an N1 play. N1 yun eh. Which is why MCU ball. Alejandro Melesio missing that free throw. Now play continues. MCU orchestrating their offense. Guevara. Six seconds to work with for MCU. MJ Hoss on the runner, no go. MCU struggling to buy a bucket. An offensive foul will be called against Peter Osang with that illegal screen. At meron tayong natanggap na report from the MCU side. Rafael Perhis ay nagkaroon ng injury sa kanyang ngipin kanina. Add that to the woes being faced by Coach Ian Racela as they are being faced here with an 11-point deficit. General inside and Basti Jacob. Jury foul. Smothering, smacking Sean General. At para po sa mga gustong manalo ng 500 pesos worth ng GCash, ito na po ang ating unang katanungan. Ano current standing ng USTA for 1B50? I-comment na ang inyong mga kasagutan, pangalan, address at contact number kasamang hashtag Mqaa-Icbl. Hintayin po namin ang inyong mga sagot. 1 out of 2 for Sean General. 3 points for the forward of MCU. MCU now applying a pressure defense against UST. Bangko moves it to the other side. Alaw thinking 3. Fires from way beyond. No good. MCU gets the rebound. General spinning. Turns the ball over. Nowhere to go. Masyadong malakas ang pasa. 10 na lang po ang hinahabol ng MCU. 4.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 3-point shot. Melesio. No go. And Nagiri and Hoson securing the board. 3-point shot. Corner 3 by Sean General. It's good. Seven-point lead by UST. MCU knocking on their door. MJ Hoson will score 5 straight points for MCU to cut down the lead of UST to just 5 points, 27-22. We have a timeout. We'll be back. MCU slowly but surely pinaparamdam sa UST that they're the top seed right now in this league. Inching their way closer, trimming the lead of UST to just 5 points, which prompted Coach Jobs Kuan call a timeout. But Bangko has other plans, scoring on that baseline drive to make it 29-22. And may report sa atin si Cheska from the UST camp. Cheska.
Second quarter at makikita natin mainit-init ang laban ngayon at hindi lang ang laban ngayon ng mainit. Dahil makikita rin natin nag-iinit na si Coach Japs Kuan ng University of Sto Tomas dahil hindi nasusunod ng mga players ang gusto niyang execution sa opensa at defense ng kanyang team. Sa huddle kanina, maridinig mo ang frustration ni Coach Japs. Sabi niya sa team niya, huwag maging relax. Kaya tignan pa natin ano pa ang magiging adjustments ng both teams in order to widen the gap of their scores. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska. Inabanggit nga kanina ni Cheska, no, nung pre-game natin, hindi sila masyado nakapag-prepare as Ismael Rimo scores on the free throw trip, 2 out of 2. Doon nga sa panig ng UST dahil sabi nga ni Coach Japs, madulas yung court sa UST, so they really had little time preparing for this game. And ano nga nagmamanifest dito, Bangko was fouled by MJ Hoson. Lucky break there for UST. Nagkakaroon nga sila ng lapses on defense, which is why 5 na lang ang hinahabol ngayon ng MCU, but Bangko, who has 4 points, make it 5 now, keeps on frustrating MCU. Tuwing makakalapit ang MCU ng 5, nandito may panagot ang UST at isa na nga sa sumasagot si Lorenzo Bangko na meron ng 6 na puntos ngayon. Itong puntos na kalamangan ng hawak ng UST with 3:09 remaining. MCU on offense, losing the handle. Laput against 2 white shirts, kicking the ball out to Humawas. Again, Laput orchestrating the offense, goes to his left against Tadeo. Humawas gives it to Alaw, goes to his left, turns around, up and under. Bangko, extra pass, he will score. 8 points now for Lorenzo Bangko, making it 33-24. 9-point lead. Benj C giving the ball up to MJ Hoson. Hoson at the post, and he will get the 3-point play opportunity with that hoop in the arm. MJ Hoson has 4 points now. 2:21 remaining in the second quarter. MJ Hoson completes the 3-point play, making it a 6-point game, 33-27. Alaw at the corner. MJ Hoson with a steal, and he will go all the way. Back-to-back baskets for MJ Hoson. 5-point swing. Pressure defense, but sloppy pass there for MCU. Gives the ball back to UST. Laput. Humawas. Floater. Right, saying rather. 4 points for Ral Teng. 35-29. 6-point lead still held by UST. Rimo, baseline drive. Gives it to Benj C, cutting in the middle, but C was there and couldn't get it to go for Benj C. But lucky break for MCU. Lorenzo Bangko committing that foul, his second personal foul, placing UST in the penalty with 1:27 left. Ismael Rimo with 6 points at this point. Nabati natin again our presenters, Risk Cartel and Inasal Republic. MCU must win game for them. Stakes are higher. dahil pag nanalo po sila, automatic na talagang sila ay ang top seed ng ating liga going into the semifinals. At ang nanalo ng ating first question ay si Francis Gloria. Francis Gloria ng Culiat, Quezon City. Ikaw ay nanalo ng 500 pesos worth ng GCash. Coach Japs Kuwan, makikita nyo sa screen, wanting an explanation. Lorenzo Banco commenting that offensive foul, and we have a timeout with 1:09 left. UST still on top 35-30 against FC. We're back in action here, live from the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court in Banawe, Quezon City. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po. Kasama si Shes Cabotin at si Sir Paul Pinion na naghahatid sa inyo ng aksyon ng Mqaa-Icbl. We have a triple header for today. First game po natin, MCU against UST. Second game, CEU Malolos against Adamson, and Sean General will score his 8-point. Trim down this UST lead to only 3 points. Their closest with 45 seconds left. Basti Jacob, difficult shot against bench. C will score. Santelices aiming from way beyond. No go allow. Skies high for the rebound. Medyo may ininda dun. Sabi parang may foul daw pero wala naman tinawag. 22 seconds remaining. Finding Jacob inside. Good read there for Muralaw. Attracting the double team and passing to Basti Jacob. Benj C committing that foul against Basti Jacob. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Basti Jacob swishing his first free throw on this trip. One out of two for Basti Jacob. 15 seconds remaining. MCU will try to finish the quarter strong. MJ Hoson facilitating 6 seconds. Santelices, thought of the three. 2 seconds left. MJ Hoson from way beyond, no goal. And that would be it. A 6-point lead by UST against MCU, 38-32. Into the halftime break. Let's see how Coach Ian and Coach Japs will adjust coming into the second half. We will be right back. for the second half, third quarter of this first game of our triple header for today for the Mqaa-Icbl matchup between the MCU Supremos and the UST Growling Tigers. UST enjoying a 6-point lead against MCU, 38-32. Glad to have you with us. Sa lahat po ng nanonood ng ating laro. UST doing a good job making themselves within striking distance. They trailed as many as 11 points earlier in the first half. Melesio, 3-point shot from top of the key, won't go. Humawas, offensive rebound, spinning. Basti Jacob off on that floater. MCU now attacking. And Sean General will step on the sideline and commit a turnover. Less than a minute gone by. Here in the third, binabati po natin uli ang ating mga nanonood all over the Philippines. Especially mga constituents ng ating founder na si Congressman Arjo Atayde sa 1st District ng Quezon City. Turnover UST. Guevara gives it to Perhis. Onyagiri on top. Alanganing pasa and turnover na nga para sa MCU and Humawas. Will score on that layup. 4 points for James Humawas. Perhis gives it to Kadubag. Promise Onyagiri humihingi ng bola. Denied. General gives it up. Katubag, baseline jumper is good. Jem Katubag scoring his first 2 points for this ball game. Again, making MCU stay within striking distance. 6 na puntos lamang po ang hinahabol ng MCU Supremos, 40-34, 8:07 remaining in the third quarter. Quick substitution here for Coach Ian Rasela. Jem Katubag papalitan ni Francius de la Cruz. Kurt Laput babalik uli para naman sa panig ng UST Growling Tigers. And we're back in action. We have a review of that last possession. UST will get possession after the review of our officials. 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Alejandro Melesio against John Guevara. Melesio going to his left, driving strong, using the glass, and won't get it to go. Peter Osang offensive rebound, powering his way. Third chance, still no go. And the helter-skelter play will result to MCU ball. Pure hustle there by Promise Onyagiri, denying UST a chance for another possession. Again, still MCU knocking on the door of UST. Tingnan natin if they can get through this deficit. Peter Osang with that steal, and Promise Onyagiri will be called for a foul.
Attentive kayo dapat.
Second personal foul against Promise Onyagiri, and Coach Japs Guwan appealing his case para sa unsportsmanlike foul. UST with the possession. Bastiakov gives it to Peter Osang. Onyegiri blocking the shot. 3-on-3 break. General, corner 3. He had one, and he will get it to go this time. 11 points now for Sean General to make it 40-37. It's still MCU creating the turnover. Chance for them to tie the game with a 3 or go within 1 with a 2. De La Cruz, 3-point shot. At tabla na po tayo at 40 all with 6:38 remaining in the third. Peter Osang gives it to Laput against Francis De La Cruz. 10 seconds to work with. Laput looks at the clock. Gives it to at the opposite side. Melesio kicks it out. Laput, difficult shot. No go. Onyegiri asserting his presence inside with that rebound for MCU. 6:09 remaining. Tied at 40 all. Perhis loses the rock. Melesio orchestrating now for UST. Goes inside to Laput. Shot too wide. James Umawas was there to clean up the mess and put UST again on top by 2, 42-40 with 5:43 remaining in the third quarter. MCU knocking on the Perhis with his 3 and lamang na po ang MCU 43-42. Rafael Perhis scoring that 3-point shot for his 5th point for today's game. Melesio calls for a clear out using that Bangko screen, rather Basti Jacob screen. Basti Jacob trying his hand from way beyond. He had some of that last game but couldn't buy a bucket from that distance today. 5:08 remaining, 43-42. Muralao checks back in for Coach Yap Skuan together with Gareth then. MJ Hoson balik din sa panig ng MCU Ulayan. Nick Baluyot gives it to Promise Onyegiri. 6 to work with. 3-point shot. Bailout shot will go, but Onyegiri was there to get the board. Ulayan overshoots it, giving UST another opportunity on offense, and Laput would miss. Good defense there by Promise Onyegiri, barring that Laput shot. Nandun na iniliwa lang ng ring. Nick Baluyot on the other hand orchestrating for MCU. 5 seconds. 3-point shot. Too strong. 4:06 remaining. Peter Osang slicing through the middle. There's a foul downstairs. Promise Onyegiri guilty of that foul. Third personal for the man in the middle, Nick Baluyot. Hearing some words from Coach Ian Rasela. Peter Osang, first free throw hitting the front iron. One out of 2 for Peter Osang to tie this game as 43 all with 4:02 remaining. Press break of MCU successful. Tulayan overshoots it. And Katubag will foul Peter Osang. We're missing in pain. Natamaan yung mukha ng mama on that rebound play. And our officials will review that last foul. Players are asked to proceed to their respected benches, and right now, pinabati po natin ang ating mga presenters, Risk Cartel, together with Inasal Republic, and our founder, coach, or rather, Congressman Arjo Atayde. Second game of this triple header Saturday will be between the CEU Malolos Scorpions against the Adamson Soaring Falcons. And to round up basketball action for today, later our third game, our crucial game for today, will be between the Diliman College Blue Dragons and the St. Clair Saints. Posisyonan po ang magiging labanan dyan sa ating third game. The winner will go up the standings for a better position come the semifinals. We're back in action. Prince Alaw finds Banco, who had the hot hand inside but couldn't get it to go that time. Hoson. Katubag providing the screen. Hoson has plans against Teng. 9 on the shot clock. Hoson. Last second shot. Wade to Lion. JM Katubag rather. 4 points now for JM Katubag, putting MCU up by 2, 45-43. Mqaa-Icbl duty foul, preventing MCU to score on the fast break. And we have a report from Cheska Borin. Cheska.
During the halftime break, Coach Ian Rosella of Manila Central University didn't waste any time and reminded his team hindi pwedeng kukurap sa depensa. Coach Ian pointed out the problems he's been seeing on the court, especially the lack of communication within the team. Something he wants fixed right away as they head into the second half. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin. Reporting from MCU. Tama nga naman yung sinabi ni Cheska, no? Communication, yung kulang ng MCU during that first half. We have a traveling violation by Muralaw. Which gives another chance for MCU to up this 2-point lead. While Teng getting a rest in favor of Kurt Laput with 2:28 remaining in the third quarter. Hoson. Katubag, extra pass. Recipient not ready. Humawas at the corner. Laput gives it to Alaw from way beyond. Galing ng Quezon Avenue. Yung tira na yon ni Mqaa-Icbl. That was too wide for a shot. Hoson will go all the way, but Basti Jacob was there to smother it. Again, UST on offense. Kurt Laput couldn't get it to go. Remo, kick out pass. Hoson, corner 3. Strong. Laput off to the races against two white shirts. Smothered, but Banco was there to save the day. Lorenzo Banco. 10 points now for UST, tying this ball game up 45 apiece, 1:26 remaining. Katubag inside. Remo, baseline drive. Basang-basa ng depensa ng UST as humawas. Waste that opportunity. Masyadong malakas yung pasa para kay Kurt Laput. Nate Baluyot being fielded in by Coach Ian Rosella. In place of MJ Hoson. 1:12 remaining in the third, 45 apiece. This has become a defensive ball game for both teams. Katubag, extra pass at the corner for 3. No go. Bangko gets the rebound. Kurt Laput using that Bastiakov screen. Bangko kicks it out. Humawas for 3. Wide. MCU is attacking, and Ismael Rimo getting his 9th point of the game. Again, lifting MCU to a 2-point lead, 47-45. Last 22 seconds of this quarter. Laput putting UST on top with a 3-point shot. 8 points for Kurt Laput. 48-47 with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Katubag, 8 seconds. Baluyot, the Sinowit, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tadeo will score to beat the third quarter buzzer and lift MCU to a 2-point lead, 50-48 against UST to end the third quarter strong. Let's see what adjustments Coach Jax will do as we now enter the payoff period. We now start our fourth quarter of this first game of this triple header for this Saturday afternoon for the Mqaa-Icbl coach Chris King de la Cruz po. Kasama si Sheska Botin at si Sir Paul Pignon. At para sa mga gustong manalo po ng GCash worth 500 pesos, ito na po ang ating katanungan. Ano ang ating final score ng second quarter? A, 38 all. B, 38-32. At i-comment po ang inyong sagot. Kasamang pangalan, address at contact number. Kasamang hashtag Mqaa-Icbl. An 18-10 scoring run here by MCU. Which is why sila ang may kalamangan. 50-48. Labot from way beyond. Back-to-back 3 for Kurt Labot. 11 points now for the fiery guard of UST, putting his team on top 51-50. John Guevara, binalik na rin ni Coach Ian Racel on the lineup. 3-point shot by Guevara. Finally, nailing one. Bangko faking and scoring. Meanwhile, for UST, 12 points now for Lorenzo Banco. We're tied at 53 apiece. 9 minutes remaining. Promise on Yugiri gives to Ralph Tadeo. Guevara. 4 of the 3. Tadeo. 5 seconds to shoot. 3 seconds. Floater. No go for General that time for MCU. Laput orchestrating the play. Wanting a two-man game for Peter Osang. They were denied by the defense of MCU. 8:26 left in regulation. MCU ngayon nasa opensa. And Murala will be called for that foul. Brian Teng will come back on the floor. Perhis back now on the floor together with MJ Hoson. Mga panapos ni Coach Ian. General turn around. Alaw, too strong on that try from mid-range. 55-53. Lamang po ng 2 puntos ang MCU. General again popping in from the middle. Guevara on the other side. Tries his hand for a 3, won't go. 7.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Peter Osang. There will be a push-off from NJ Hoson. Second team foul for MCU. MCU, after trailing by as much as 11 points in the first half, now takes the lead 55-53. Muralaw, 7 seconds against General. Lapo, 3-point shot. He got 2 of those earlier. Can't get it to go this time. 7:05 remaining. MCU. What a play there. MJ Hoson for Sean General. $15 points now for Sean General, making it a 4-point game. 57-53. MCU on top. Osang from way beyond, and he will get it to go. 9 points for the big man of UST to lift UST within 57-56. 6:25 remaining in regulation. 10 seconds on the shot clock of MCU. Corner 3, Rafael Perhis. Too strong. Peter Osang starting the break for UST. Gives it up to Brian Teng. Laput up top against Santelices. Waiting for a shield. He has plans. Goes to the left. Goes to the corner. Alaw. 4 seconds. Heaves from way beyond. Nothing there. MCU on the break right now. Steadying the offense. Lamang po sila ng isa. MJ Hoson. Binigay ngayon kay Sean General. Balik kay Rafael Perhis. 5:37 remaining. General smothered by Basti Jacob on that try underneath. And Coach Ian Rosella want to talk things over. Lamang po sila 57-56 against UST with 5:33 remaining here in the fourth. And we are back here at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court at the heart of Mqaa-Icbl, Quezon City. 1-point lead being enjoyed here by MCU Supremos against the UST Growling Tigers, and sa kanila po ang possession with 4 seconds remaining. Onyegiri has to put it up. Shot clock violation. Lack of communication there for MCU, turning the ball over, giving UST a chance again to seize the lead with 5:18 left. Santelices was there, and he will go all the way, changing hands on the air as Peter Osang was chasing him on defense. Peter Osang will be baited for a foul on that last play. Good play here by Daniel Santelices. Alam niyang nagte-trail si Peter Osang at sa ere ay nagpalit ng kamay. Daniel Santelices scoring 1 out of 2 on the trip to the line. Still a 2-point lead for MCU, and we have a report from Cheska Borin.
Other side, during the timeout, Coach Japs of UST was quick to remind his team not to let their guard down. Bantayan ang bola at huwag mag-relax, ang sabi ni Coach Japs. Yan ang paulit-ulit niyang bilin sa players. He wants them to stay locked in, protect every possession, and play smart, especially as the game gets tighter. Kaya tingnan natin, sino sa dalawang teams kaya ang makakapagpanalo in today's game? Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin. And narinig nga natin, Coach Japs Kuwan really trying his best to infuse some adjustments. At ito na nga, tabla uli ang laban with that Peter Osang short stab inside. At ito po ang ating nanalo sa ating pangalawang tanong, si Orlando Guetieng ng Commonwealth Quezon City. Orlando, maraming salamat sa pasdali at ikaw ay nanalo ng 500 pesos worth and GCash. MCU getting another possession. Sean General driving. Peter Osang was there, and 2 consecutive blocks by Peter Osang, protecting the rim. And vapor shot by MJ Hoson to break that 50-all, 8-all tie. Coach Japs Kuwan had seen enough. He will call a timeout. They trail 61-58. And we're back here at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court. Job, Kalilong, ang ating venue ngayon ay dito sa may N. Rojas, malapit sa Mqaa-Icbl, Quezon City. Dito ginaganap ang mga laro ng Mqaa-Icbl. At kung gusto mong pumunta dito, meron pang 2 larong natitira for this Saturday. You have a triple header. UST that time turning the ball over, which results to a Sean General basket. (63-58) is our count. A 5-point lead. And Alaw couldn't handle the hot potato. Hoson will score. 13 points for MJ Hoson. Coach Japs Kuwan just speechless UST giving up back-to-back baskets. They trail 65-58. We have a timeout. Seven-point lead now being enjoyed by MCU Supremos with 3:18 left in regulation. UST stunned by the last sequence of events. The last 2 minutes. Alaw gives it to Peter Osang who will score. Naibaba ang kalamangan ng MCU to just 5 points. 60-65 with 2:57 left. MJ Hoson, General, Bedge, C, shot too wide. UST chance to inch their way closer, and there was a foul. Alaw orchestrating that fast break attempt. 18 seconds to work with for UST. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 2:44 remaining in regulation. Umawas sideline inbound against Ismael Rimo. Tandaan po natin, crucial itong larong ito for both teams. Actually, UST, pag nanalo, may chansang maka first seed depending on the results of the last game for today. Diliman versus St. Clair. On the part of MCU, pag nanalo sila, automatic sila na ang top seed para sa semifinals. At pag natalo naman sila, it will complicate things, no? Coming into the games on Monday and Wednesday. Tingnan po natin if MCU can sustain this 5-point lead with 2:44 remaining in regulation. Alaw. Umawas. Strong stride. No go. 8 seconds to work with. Melesio. And Perhis creates the turnover. Gives it up to MJ Hoson who will score. 15 points for MJ Hoson. 67-60. Alaw. Shot won't go. Sean General creating now for MCU. We're entering the final 2 minutes of this game. General. Patented move. No go. Peter Osang. Takes it out. Umawas. Baseline drive. Bangko will miss. Hoson secures the board for MCU. If MCU will go to win this game, that was a test of character pass for the boys of Coach Ian Rosella. General corner 3. 2 consecutive attempts, no goal for MCU. Still the door is open for UST, but Peter Osang hurried that triple. 67 seconds remaining here in regulation, and Ismael Rimo will be fouled by James Humawas. Muralaw being taken out by Coach Jap Skuan. Christian General will be replaced by John Guevara, and Wayne Tulayan checking back in also. 63 seconds remaining. 15 seconds on the shot clock for MCU. Hoson gives it inside. Tulayan couldn't handle the rock. 3-point shot. No go. Humawa's follow-up rattles out. And there was a foul on that rebound play. Rafael Perhis, the guilty party on that last foul, placing MCU in the penalty. Bralteng earning a trip to the line for 2 free throws. Teng missing on his first pagkakataon, sanang maibaba ang kalamangan ng MCU. Waddle 2 para kay Bralteng. Bralteng 3 points for today. 46 seconds remaining. John Guevara na itawid ang bola sa kanilang court, but he was fouled, and UST now entering the penalty situation, which means John Guevara will earn a trip to the line. Rather, isa pa palang foul to go for MCU, or rather UST. MJ Hoson, 38 seconds against Laput. UST regaining possession. And the dribbling violation against Kurt Laput. And that turnover could make it an advantage for MCU with 29 seconds left. John Guevara trying to burn the clock. 14 seconds. Six seconds on the shot clock. And this will be a win for our top seed, MCU Supremos, with 5 seconds still remaining on the shot clock, or rather the game clock. That would do it. MCU bringing home the 67-61 win against the University of Sto Tomas Growling Tigers, and securing the top spot entering the semifinals of the Mqaa-Icbl. And we'll be back for the best player of the game interview. A comeback win by MCU against UST 67-61, and we have our best player of the ball game together with Cheska Borin, MJ Hoson.
And for the Inasal Republic Best Player of the Game, we have here MJ Hoson of Manila Central University with 14 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. MJ, grabe, 3 points kung 3 points yung kanina. It has been days since you and your team have played here in MQAA. How did you prepare for this game?
Yun lang po, yung ginawa namin tune-up kahapon about sa Baste. Dinala lang din namin dito sa laro.
Ano yung system na pinakita nyo last time sa tune-up nyo against Baste na nag-work dito sa MQAA?
Yung adjustment po namin sa defense na tinuro nila coach.
And lastly, is there anyone you would like to give a shout-out to or a message to?
Una-una, thank you po sa Lord sa opportunity na to at sa MCO community, kila Coach Ian, kila Coach Ayan, kila Coach, sa mga coaches namin, sa family ko, kila Mama, kila Papa, sa kapatid ko, tsaka sa girlfriend ko po, kay Laika.
Thank you, MJ, and that is all for now. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin, with our best player of the ball game, MJ Hoson, with a double-double performance today, 14 points and 10 assists. And that will be it. First game, UST succumbing against the Manila Central University, 67-61. Coming up next, Adamson Soaring Falcons against the CEU Malolo Scorpions. And we'll be back in a while to bring you that ball game.